Hello, everyone. My name is Carol, and this is Winter Haven Wisdom. I'm here with you today to do the Angel Message of the Day reading. I thank you all for being here and supporting the channel today. And today is the new moon in Gemini, so we'll see what energy is going to come out here. I thank you for your likes, your watches, your shares, and comments. I appreciate it also very much. So new moon in Gemini finalized at 8:32 Eastern time this morning. So we're right in that energy. And so what do we have now for the collective? What do the angels want us to know today, Spirit? What do we have today from our angels? Woo! Anything else, Spirit? Okay. Bottom of the deck is East and Beginnings. A new beginning is upon you this morning. Okay. We have East and New Beginnings, and this is a 3. So you're in a new cycle here this morning, a new start, a new fresh start in some area of your life. Okay, and that's with the new moon energy too for someone. We have this energy of earth and home, and this is a 6. And this is someone who is deeply connected to earth. It's like a Queen of Pentacles energy. She's very connected to Gaia, Mother Nature energies. She's complete in who she is. She's balanced in her energy. She's very grounded, and she's at home with herself, authentic to her nature and comfortable with who she is. And that's a 6. We have the energy of volcanoes and power, and somebody is stepping into their power here, doing their thing, stepping into their power, and this is a 9. We have the equator to make fair, and this is a 5, and this is about balancing our light and our dark energies. And we all have light and dark energies, right? And we have to be imbalanced with them. You can't have the shadows without light, and you can't have light without the darkness, right? So we need to be in balance with that. And that can be tricky sometimes for some people. We have atoms in building, and this is a 4 energy. And you may be on a path doing something, growing something, brick by brick, step by step, action by action. And it's starting to show and be visible to yourself and others on this path. And that's a 4. I think it's a 4. Just if I hold it further away, I can see that tiny, yeah, it's a 4. I had it right, actually. We have rock and endurance, and this is a 2. And this is about growing something through a hard terrain. Like you've been through a hard, rough time in your life. You've been through it all, and you've managed to root something and grow something in difficult situation in your life. So kudos to you. And this is a 2. And we have oceans in bravery. And this is a 3. And someone here is being brave. They're out there in the ocean, floating in the deep, and walking on the world at the same time, and staying in perfect balance on it. And that's someone's energy right now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. We're missing 7, 8, and 10. It always amazes me when the cards come out like that. Let's get wisdom of the oracle and see what wants to come out here. What do the angels want us to know today, Spirit? Oops. Bottom of the deck is There's No Place Like Home, and this is a 5. And this has the energy of home is a bigger energy here again today. What does being at home mean to you? How are you feeling about home? Right? Maybe somebody sees you as home, feels like you're home, feels comfortable with you. Missing you or something. I'm drawn to the light that's shining in this house. You know that, I forget what hotel it is, but they have the saying, we'll leave the light on. Maybe somebody's leaving a light on for you, or you're the light for somebody else. And this is a 5 energy. We have the energy of soulmates again here today. This is a 5. And this is an adorable little picture. I love it. 2 little penguins cuddling with each other. The love all entwined and around them, and the key there. Knowing that love is the answer. And let the love come in. We have Between Worlds. This is a 3. This is an energy of somebody who's almost completely in the new, almost right into the sunshine and blue skies, and still their back leg and tail feathers are in the past, and they're really trying very hard to get their full body into the front. Now, this can be on a path, in a situation, whatever it is. For the collective, for each of us, it could be different. You're making your way, and maybe you're about there. We have Unfinished Symphony, and this is a 10. So this could be something in your life that's unfinished. Maybe it's a relationship, a path you're on, a work job, a family situation, healing. Maybe you still have to do. Coming in here, 10. We have the energy of Clean It Up. And this is about cleaning up your life in general, getting things done, releasing negative energies, releasing shame, blame, hate, hurt, disappointment, failures, mistakes, errors, losses, endings, um, whatever it is for you in your life, releasing those energies so that you can make room for new things to come in. And sometimes that means going through physical labor and reorganizing your life, you know, cleaning, spring cleaning, those types of energies, because it helps us move through negative energy. So maybe somebody here is taking that on. And that is a 3. We have the energy of thinker, and this is a 44. Somebody doing a lot of thinking. I know I've been doing a lot of thinking the last few days myself. We have by the book, and this is an 11, and this is somebody that's going about their path, doing things by the book, staying in alignment with universal laws and rules and regulations, and an honest and direct approach here. And that's an 11. There's an energy here of a deep knowing, and this is a 7. So somebody here could be intuitive, maybe even psychic, and have a deep knowing about something in their life, a situation in their life, something that's coming towards them. This is a 7. We have community, and this is an energy of, you know, the people that are around you that support you in your life, your neighborhood, your friends, your family. This could be a community where you work, where you worship, where you volunteer. It can be following on social media that you find supportive, but it's a bustling community and it's growing and expanding for you on your path here. So we've managed to fill out the board now. We've got 1 through 10 out here. And next we have a 6, and this is message in a bottle. And this is spirit saying, we're going to be sending you some messages. We're going to be communicate with you. So please use your ears. Please be listening, okay? This could come through in dreams, in downloads, in intuitive hits from birds, butterflies, bees, TV commercials, radio commercials, overhearing conversations, your intuition. Okay, that's a 6. We have here and now, and this is somebody that is focused on the here and now. What's going on today? What do I have to accomplish today? What's in front of me today? They know to stay out of the past, and they know not to go into the future because it isn't built yet. So here we are in the present moment, dealing with what is within your control in each and every day. And that's a 5. We have Yang, and this is a masculine energy, and it's a pentacle, an opportunity that could be coming in with a new beginning here. We have building blocks, and this is a 10. And this is about being on a path in a relationship, in a situation, and it's growing, it's building one brick, one layer at a time. You're working hard at it, you're putting your all into it. We have Treasure Island, and this is a 9, and this is a magical energy, serendipity-like. You know, it's a turtle riding with a treasure chest on top. There's a face of spirit there. There's coins and love spilling out of this chest. So it could be like a little miracle or a little boost of some kind coming on its way to you. And that's a 9. As you're stepping into this power, perhaps. Then we have the energy of going the distance. And this is an 11. And this could be the path you're on, right? You're going the distance until you hit success, whether this is in a relationship or whether this is in a work or career path, something you're growing. You're staying committed, dedicated, and you're not giving up on it. And the next is that serendipity energy I spoke of. Okay, magical little things that just seem to happen and come together and amaze you, surprise you. And that's a 9. Okay, now we will take our sacred she. Let's get these energies out soon, right? Sooner than later. Let's see what's going on. What do the angels want us to know today, Spirit? What energies are out and about for the collective? Okay, bottom of our deck is triumph, success coming in, right? Someone wants to be triumphant. Someone's trying hard for success of some kind in their life. And that is like a 6 of wands, looking for a victory, a win of some kind. And that is a fire energy. And I'm just going to separate these by our elements. Okay, we have a big spiritual energy today, a big fire energy, a big water. The only energy that is low is earth energy, and we have all this home energy, which is an earth energy. So that's interesting. But we have what would be like a 5 of Pentacles energy. And here it's like a father time energy. And he's coddling a little duckling there. And this is about having respect for all the creatures on the face of the earth, for every living being and organism, treating people and animals and the planet with respect. And that's a 5. We have air energy with 2 of Swords. This is somebody holding their energy back, tossing around big thoughts and trying to figure something out in their life. That's a 2. They may be holding off on a decision or something till more clarity comes in. We have the 8 of Swords energy here, somebody in an energy of blame. They may be blaming someone for some situation in their life, not taking any accountability for anything that's gone wrong. This could be somebody that's overthinking a situation, over emotional in a situation, anxiety, frustrated, maybe blinded by the truth in a situation, not seeing things clearly. And then there's an energy of fear here. We had this out yesterday. Somebody has fear. They may be fear of commitment, fear of love, fear of abandonment, lack mentalities in any way, fear of taking action, fear of intimacy. Fear of confrontation. That's a 9. And we have 5 in power. Somebody stepping into their power here, taking action on behalf of themselves. And that's a 5. We have water energy, and this is an 8. And this is like an 8 of cups, and this is about separation. 2 people that are separated right now. Somebody's walking away from 8 broken cups and going towards their happiness. We have a 5 energy with the Dream Weaver. This is like a 5 of cups. You can see this man here. He has a fish in his cup, but he's got a cardinal and a cat. He's got a child he's nurturing and comforting, and he's compassionate and spiritually enriched in his life. And despite a cup with a fish, he's still a loving, giving person. And that's a 5. And we have 7 of cups again with choices. And this was an energy out yesterday. So somebody is thinking about their options and what they can do. Maybe you're at a crossroads of some kind and you have to make a choice. You have to pick a role. You know, at any given time on any day, we could all wear all those different hats, right? But maybe this is a career path. Maybe this is a relationship decision of some kind. And that's a 7. We have our fire energy with 1 inspiration. And this is like passion and creativity, an opportunity coming in. We have what would be the 3 of Wands, and this is about like a death and a rebirth kind of energy. Someone's been refreshed, and they're just coming into this whole new energy in their life. We have spontaneity, and this is a 4. And, you know, this is spirit suggesting to be more spontaneous. Enjoy life. Put yourself out there. Don't be afraid. Go after what you want. Take spontaneous action on behalf of yourself. And next is intuition. And this is a 3. And intention, rather, I'm sorry. So this is about knowing where your power stops, where your control stops. You have a wish, a desire. You can throw that wish and desire out, make the intention, set it with spirit, and then you have to release it, the outcome, right? Like, I know in my life that what's meant for me will not escape me. It will not leave me behind. And that's how I choose to look at things. And I trust in spirit to deliver to me what is rightfully mine. And that's a 3. And then we have the triumph energy, that fire energy, 6 of Wands. And then our spiritual energies, the wisdom keeper, and this is 4. And this is about being wise, having learned from all your life's experiences, taken the lesson, earned the wisdom, and applying that to your life moving forward. And this is a 5. We have the unknowable, and some things in life are just unknowable sometimes. You never know how they're going to work out. And this is a 2. You may be on a path and you just don't know. It's unknown to you how it's going to go, how it's going to work out. But nonetheless, you're staying committed, and you're going the distance on it, even though it's unknowable. And, so many things in our lives we can take chances on. We can take chances on jobs. We can take chances on relationships. We can take chances on purchases. And we never know how they're going to work out. And then on some other things, we need to know what the outcome is going to be, how it's going to look, what it's going to feel like. And we can't deal with the unknown. And you have to learn how to come to terms with the unknown and just let things be and worry about the here and now. And that's a 2. We have a turning point, and somebody's at a turning point in their life. They've been in the dark forest, and they see the green pasture in front of them. They see the happiness and joy. They want to get out of this thicket. They want to move fully in there, and that's that, the tail feather thing there with the duck. Where is that? The between two worlds, right? It's kind of the same energy, right? This person is working hard to get to the valley. They're doing the healing and whatever they need to do to get there. And that is a 6. We have liberation, freedom. Freedom is yours. Free yourself from everything that you need to. The past, failures, anything that's held you back and held you down. It's time to liberate yourself from it. Emotional baggages, failures, anything you've been carrying around. It's time to liberate yourself. And that's a 10. We have the 7 energy. Somebody is in an emotional crisis right now. They're going through it. They're having a hard time with something. They're dealing with it. They're processing their emotional energies. Just let them be and let them deal. And this has been an energy over the last couple of days. And next we have can't quite see this. 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is a 4, and this is that like death and rebirth energy. We have 2 mentions of that. Somebody going through that right now. I know that can be tough. I've been through it. And next we have is change. Change is coming in here. And Solitude. Somebody's spending some time alone right now, trying to think and figure things out for themselves. And that is a 9. Alrighty, let's take out, I think we're going to do the Oracle of the 7 energies today. Feeling this energy. Some cards in the wrong place again. My goodness. Okay, bottom of the deck is a deep breath. Whew. Spirit saying, take a deep breath, relax. Everything's going to be okay. Growing pains. Right, so take those. Sorry, it's hard to see the image on it. It's a spiritual face. White on white again. This is a 7 energy, and this is spirit. I'm saying just do those deep breathing exercises when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed. Take a few minutes to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. It brings much needed oxygen throughout your body, can relax you, de-stress you, okay? Give it a try. We have, it is what it is, right? Things are the way they are. The situation is what it is. This is how it is, and you have to accept it, right? You can't fight it. Just let things be. Let them be as they are. Let people be who they are. Let everything be as it is. Accept everything for the way it is. And that is a 6. Okay. We have a tall tale. And I want to look at this energy because I'm not sure of it. Put my glasses on. Okay, we have, this is an 8 energy, and it's a tall tale. And it looks like a Pinocchio. And what does this say? This is a light energy. Oops, no, excuse me. 35. This is a sound energy. Denial, concealing the truth so you can manipulate and control a situation. Fear-based communication, creating a narrative to hide behind, not allowing the fear of what others will think to influence your words, learning to communicate from a place of authenticity. You or someone else is telling a tall tale right now. You always know if a falsehood is spoken because it doesn't feel grounded. When you lie, you get a high on an illusory sense of power that is doomed to fail at some point. You feel driven by the fear of exposure, but something makes you stick to your story even though you know it has no substance. Whatever lie we are caught up in, it isn't as important as the motive for it. Why does anyone lie? Perhaps we don't believe the truth is good enough, or we want to keep doing what we know we shouldn't be doing. Then there is that lie put forth while in denial, such as hiding an active addiction. In this scenario, we may believe our own lie. The tall tale, the white lie, the stretching of the truth, and the blatant fabrication are all out of control. The desire for it, the lack of it, the need to maintain it, or so we can manipulate the outer world and hide our inner one. Today, ask for the truth. Be willing to pay the price and be okay with the vulnerability your lie is exposing in yourself and others. Transparency is required to get you to where you need to go, to be truly empowered, to reveal the strength of what is true and authentic. Any other path leads to a dead end. Remember the saying, the truth will set you free, and get ready to fly unfeathered. Okay, so somebody could be concealing the truth. Well, you could be concealing the truth. Somebody could be in denial. Somebody could be hiding behind a narrative and only have fear-based communications, fear of what others will think, learning to communicate from a place of authenticity. And so that's a struggle for someone here today. And that's an 8. So that's an energy we want to be mindful of. Concealing the truth about a situation is like a lie in itself. When you know the truth of something and you don't speak it, you aren't being honest with others around you. You might as well just be lying, because it has the same effect. And I don't know. We have 49, and this breaks down to be a 4. And this is a willing release. This is looking at yourself in a harsh way, right? Really scrutinizing yourself and going, where am I being less than authentic? Have I spoken clearly and authentically? Have I made an error or said something in error that I need to correct? Like, really deep dive on yourself like that, and willingly release any fear, shame, blame, hurt, pain, feelings of loss, feelings of lack, whatever it is in your life. Just willingly release it all. Release any expectation to outcome, and know that what is meant to be will be. And that is a 4. We have Beyond the Ordinary, and this is a 9 energy. And this is about Spirit wants you to look beyond the everyday, look beyond the ordinary, reach higher, go beyond what you think you can accomplish, go further, look further, be more of a visionary in your life. Know that you can do whatever you set your mind to, whatever you want to pursue, whatever your intention is. Spirit will work with you and guide you on that path. And that's a 9. We have a Tender Embrace, and this is a 22, and this is a master number, so we don't decrease it. And 22 is a lovely spiritual number. But this Tender Embrace is, let's take a look in the book. The elephants have great memories, right? They don't forget a soulmate. Compassion, warm-hearted, care for self and others, sensitivity and empathy, benevolence and kindness. Put your hand on your heart and breathe deeply, inhaling a sense of gratitude. Now, how do you feel? Keep doing this, tuning into the world around you, others you know, and even those you don't know. Can you feel compassion for them? Compassion is emotion of tenderness and sensitivity. It's a feeling of benevolence and reverence as you stand witness to the suffering of the world. Now is the time to reduce that pain and focus on compassion in all areas of your life. Today, do something deliberately kind for another. Even looking a stranger in the eye and smiling can make a world of difference. The questions to ask now are: where do I need to be kinder and gentler? How can I serve, and in what capacity can I be in alignment with the solution to the suffering of the world? So, you know, Spirit wants to recognize the tenderness and the compassion in you, the kindness that you show other people around you in your life, and asking you to um, advocate for that in the world. Be that light, be that person out there. And I talked about that in another reading about gratitude a few days ago. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, you might want to. Really speaks to this energy here about just being grateful and being compassionate and understanding. We have these cards were in the we have sacred reverence, and I'm going to look at this energy too. This has two hands with a key hanging beneath it, the key, the love hanging above it, suspended. The heart is locked. That's an 11. So let's see what that says. And this is an energy of light, I think, here. And this is an energy of thought. Yeah. The truth that spirit is everywhere, inspiration coming through you as a result of reverence, joyful living, exploring possibilities with curiosity, spiritual passion manifesting from the starting point of the realm of spirit. Reverence is an act of deep witnessing, respect, and awe. You experience it when you perceive every being and everything, every planet, rocking tree as sacred and alive. Naturally lean into a state of bliss and harmony and a profound sense of well-being. Whatever your dilemma or question, try to reframe your perspective to acknowledge the spiritual. If everything has value, including your most frustrating challenges, would you still ask your questions from the same place? Can you regard the other as sacred, thereby erasing the separation between you, embracing the perfection of how you came together as real magic? And you are tapping into this unity right now. No matter who or what is in front of you, see that person or thing as luminous and your intention as holy. Then you will know what to do for the highest good of all. And you may be in a situation in your life where you feel this sacred reverence with someone. You may be in a spiritual connection. In the daily tarot reading, I had the Hermit and the High Priestess there, and that's a spiritual couple in tarot. And, I think this energy is kind of speaking to that. If you're having a problem in this sacred connection to you, throw it up to Spirit. Ask for their help and support and guidance. Go at this from a holy way. See this person down into their soul. Know that they are a kind, loving person and a spiritual person, or perhaps you wouldn't be with them in the first place, right? So if you're working through a difficult time with someone that you're in this kind of a sacred unit with, sometimes people just need time and space to figure things out. And that's all there is to it. And throw it up to Spirit. Let Spirit work on it for you. Trust the holiness in your relationship. Think about how you were brought together, who brought you together, right? Did Spirit bring you together? Then let Spirit help you with the problem. And that's an 11. And that puts two 47s here, so someone might want to look up 47. the Rose's Kiss. This is a 9 energy. And this is about water energy. Joy, experiencing pleasure, deep satisfaction, and enjoyment. Desires acknowledged, 5 sensory reality. Yeah, this is about when you experience any kind of thing in life, whether you're cooking or reading or walking or creating, whatever it is you're doing, bring all your senses into it. You know, taste, smell, sound, feeling. What are all the senses? Sight, taste, sound, feeling, scent, and sight. Yeah. Okay, I got them all. So use all of those emotions. Like when you're cooking, feel what you're cooking, taste what you're cooking, smell what you're cooking, right? Hear the sounds it makes when it's cooking. Just have full-bodied experiences in your life. Bring all of you into the situations of your life. And these other cards fell out. And next I am going to take the wisdom of the hidden realms and see what wants to come out here today. Okay, Spirit, what do we need to know today? Okay, bottom of our deck is the Swan Queen. Transformation, intuition, and patience. And this is a four. I'll grab the book in case there's a card I don't know. So the Swan Queen, this is someone that's gone through a huge transformation in their life, being very patient on a path or whatever they're doing in a situation of some kind, and they're relying on their intuition and their connection with spirit to help them get through this. And that's a 4. We have the Prison Waif. This is self-sabotage and poverty consciousness. And these are opposing energies. So let's see what they have to say about this. Ah, 31. When the prison wife, and this is the ally energy, this is the angel that will be helping you with this energy. He comes to remind you of the law of paradoxical intent. Your own self-sabotaging thoughts and hidden beliefs are in fact preventing you from your highest good. You might believe that you are doing all you can to manifest your reality, but perhaps you're giving in to thoughts such as the following. I can't do this. I'm unworthy. I'll fail, so why try? I don't deserve this. I'm unlovable. In fact, you're locked in a prison or your own, making that's good news because it means you have the key to let yourself out. This is a sign that you need to spend some time with yourself addressing those beliefs that counter your hard work to get ahead. You can change them if you want to. You don't want to stay in a prison, do you? Take inventory of your thoughts. Let yourself out of jail and spend a few minutes outdoors in gratitude. It's time to let the sun shine in. And then in the challenge energy, because we have different people in the spectrum here, right? Maybe someone isn't seeing their self-worth and their value, and they're self-sabotaging in that way because of how they see themselves. And then, are you a prisoner of worry, distrust, cynicism, and fear? Do you constantly tell yourself that there's not going to be enough, or do you see only lack and poverty where you look? Perhaps your expectations of negative results and repercussions serve to keep you imprisoned by your own thoughts. Do you feel that you're not allowed success in your life? When the prison wave comes at your challenger, he warns you that you're not seeing in your life the results of those negative thoughts and expectations. If you don't like what you see, it's time to transform the way you see it. If you aren't happy with your life, change your thoughts. That alone has the power to change your life. Difficulties are learning curves right now. Just remember that this prison won't hold you long. Take the time to learn about mistakes. The lessons ensure later and greater success. Yeah, and sometimes when we fear something, and and I think I've been guilty of this, so I'm going to talk about it. Maybe it can help somebody else. Um, I haven't been in a lot of relationships in my life. 3 since a young girl, and in all 3 of those, um, there was infidelity, and these came out of stable long-term commitments in my life. They weren't uncommittal kind of people, right? They were committed people, and this still happened in my life. And now I know I carry that as a fear, like I'm very, and it's something I have to release, right? Because I have a fear that I will be cheated on again. And, how do you get into a relationship or manage a relationship if you have that kind of fear? And even when you maybe get triggered and it comes screaming out loud at you that you really have this fear, and then I worry, am I actually going to manifest this out of my own fear and worry about this in my life? And so maybe somebody else is feeling that way right now with this energy that we're in right now, and I'm really going to try to release my fear that this will happen to me again. Um, Knowing that I have this situation before me right now and I could ruin it if I don't address this deep kind of fear within me. Because it's not fair to the other person, right? And that can be, right, when we were talking about that deceitful energy, not sharing an information like that can that can be lying in a way, right? And sometimes you just have to be emotionally ready to discuss heavier things like that, right? That's a real deep vulnerability in someone, that has to be put out there. Um, and when you've been hurt so badly in the past, how do you let yourself love again, right? And I'm sure some of you are struggling with an energy like that. And we have this beautiful energy here, right? This sacred union, this the soulmate energy, the love that's been coming out in the last few days. I think there's an undeniable connection here within the community that watches the channel. And maybe this is a new situation. But for me, in my situation, I think it's time to have a real deep conversation with someone about my fear over this. And I'm going to start doing some healing around it so I really release it. And I've only in the last, it's probably happened in the last week for me, like I got triggered by something, and it's kind of been consuming me and bothering me. And I might have projected fears onto somebody else, and I have to take accountability for that. So I'm working on energies like that, and maybe you are too. Okay, so I wanted to share where I'm at, and some of the things I'm going through, because my purpose here is to help everyone. And if I can share, and the first part of any healing journey is accepting the fear, accepting that you're fearful of it, and how are you going to manage your fear. And it comes down to having trust with the other person. And when we think about that sacred union, right? Did spirit bring you together? And are you spiritually aligned? Are you the hermit and the high priestess in this relationship? And are you going to let spirit work on this for you? And just like in that situation, both parties might be relying on spirit to bring some clarity to this, but maybe separate from this other issue, right? Like this issue of this fear. And pull spirit in on that. Spirit, help me. How do I get past this fear of infidelity, of third party situations in my life? What do I have to do to kind of release those energies? And I think when we get on a healing journey, like I talked yesterday about how good you feel when you release these energies and you just keep working on it night after night after night, throwing it up to spirit, saying, I release that, I release that. And eventually it happens, and you wake up one morning and you just feel amazing, right? And I think as we heal these bigger fears in our lives, smaller ones crop up, and they might not crop up until we're in a new situation with someone, right? And you get triggered by something. And just because it happened once, twice, or even 3 times to you doesn't mean that it can happen to you again. And because you're wiser, you really know the signs to look out for. You know how to read someone, and you know when you can trust someone. But that doesn't take away the responsibility to be honest with somebody about that real fear. So take some time to think about that, okay? And that's a 4. And know your self-worth and your value. Don't doubt who you are and what you're capable of accomplishing, how you feel, how you love, how you care for people. Don't doubt your value in any way. This isn't about your value as a person or anything like this. It has nothing to do with that. And you could be, what I don't want to do is self-sabotage myself because I'm not being fully forthcoming in something. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to have that energy in my life. I don't want to be that kind of person. I kind of pride myself in being forthcoming and honest, and yet I had this fear that I couldn't even really put words to. And then I've been taking this time to, I said at the beginning of the reading, I was really doing a lot of thinking and processing over the last few days, trying to get to the crux of this. And what it means for me and what I see my issue as. So let's move on. I think we've covered that at length. The cosmos and creativity versus vastness. And this is an angel ally that's coming in to help you see the vastness of possibilities with your creativity, to take it to the limit, to go as far as you can, to be far reaching with it. It's a vast universe, and your creativity can be used in an abundant amount of ways out in the world. So don't limit yourself to any one direction or thing. Welcome new opportunities. Let it all come into you. Be open to what the universe can bring you. And that's a 5. We have the web weaver. And this is synchronicity, divine intelligence, and cause and effect. And this is someone that, the synchronicities, we have that energy out here already. Someone has divine intelligence, right? They're getting downloads from spirit. I get downloads from spirits. As a matter of fact, I got a song this morning I wanted to share with you all. And I meant to mention it in the daily reading too, and I forgot to. But it's "You Are the Woman That I Always Dreamed of." So you might want to look that up. And you understand cause and effect like karma. If you do something, if you put good out into the world, you get good back. If you put negativity out, you're going to get negativity back. So think about what you put out in the world, how you conduct yourself. Are you moral? Are you ethic? Are you responsible? All those kinds of things. And this is a 4. So someone is really dreaming this whole new world into existence for themselves, how they see the world, and they're building it, this brick by brick energy. We have the Shadow Queen. And this is balancing energies between acquiring knowledge, insecurity, and being mindful of manipulation. Someone could be, in an energy of manipulation around you, trying to manipulate you in some way. You could be trying to manipulate someone. Sometimes we can get in an energy and not even realize that's what we're actually doing. And insecurities, I think at one point or another in time, we all are dealing with insecurities, whether it be with our, maybe we're shy and we're insecure. Maybe we don't like the way we look and we're insecure about that. Maybe we don't like the sound of our voice and we're insecure about that. Maybe we were like initially, I started this channel and had it for 6 months before I posted a video. I was just posting words and pictures and advice. I wasn't actually putting my face out here, and I was insecure about my ability to do this. Would I be good enough? Would I say the right things? Will I look okay? Will I sound okay? Will people trust me? Will they believe me? And I took the risk and took the chance, and have never felt more aligned in my purpose and my value before. So sometimes insecurities are just challenges we need to work through, and you can't project your insecurities on someone else. It's dangerous, and you don't want to do that. And sometimes people would rather assume they think they know what's going on with you instead of just asking or affording you the opportunity to talk. So those energies are there. Somebody could really be trying to manipulate or control a situation in some way. And on your path here, you're continuing to gather information and knowledge that's helping you to go forward on your path. So there'll be an ally angel helping you with all of these, to deal with your insecurities, gain more spiritual knowledge, and be on the lookout for manipulative tactics in your life, whether you're taking them or receiving them, okay? How to avoid them, how to not make it happen in your life. And that's a 7. The altar priestess. This is preparation, prayer, and a sacred ritual. And this talks about, if you're here on the channel, you're probably a light worker of some kind or spiritual in some way. And you may have your own practices of prayer or meditation or journaling, and those are all important. And maybe you go through a particular ritual. And I can talk about mine and what I do when I prepare for a reading. I meditate on the energy. I say my prayer. I tap into my spirit guides. I take that time to cleanse my energy, release energies, release the last reading I did, open myself up to the new information that wants to come into me, and not hang on to energies. And maybe you have something like that. You do. Maybe you light a candle. I have a little bell here, and I ring this before every reading. I go over all the cards and kind of cleanse out the energy. And, I put on all my bracelets when I'm doing my readings to protect me from energy and put out only the energies I want. Peace, love, abundance, those kinds of energies, confidence. Those are the energies I'm putting out. And Spirit is saying they want you to continue to have this practice in your life, to take these actions. The candle, the meditating, the journal, however you do it, whenever you do it, an ally is going to continue to support you in that way. And that is 9 and 3. That's 12, so that's a 3. Oh, the Lady of the Gift is generosity, receiving, and withholding. And let's take a look at this energy. I'm not quite... The Lady of the Gift brings a message of tithing. To be your ally, she requires you to look at the nature and method of your giving to others. The world is your church, and you only need to distribute 10% of your wealth to others to ensure that the flow continues. Yet this doesn't necessarily mean giving money away, nor does it imply a direct action of charity, even though the tradition of tithing is material. In fact, that kind of tithing the lady asks you isn't tangible or material at all. She's asking you to look at all human beings as important in the divine scheme of things and show others that you believe in them. Pay attention to how you treat people and be mindful of your perception, even of seemingly poor strangers. If you see others as successful and abundant and act as if you believe they have value, blessings all around are assured. Your belief in others has greater value than you could fathom. This alone guarantees your success long term. Remember that you can only keep what you're willing to give. Right? And I talk about how much I love a win-win, and how much I love to put positivity and kindness, how I love to put care and compassion into the people I love, patience and understanding. And, that doesn't make me any better than anybody else, right? I try to treat all people, all things with love. And like anybody, I have my good days and bad days, right? Like we aren't perfect. We're not going to be that perfect person every day of our lives. We're just not. We are perfectly imperfect. So we have somebody here in that energy there. You don't have to be wealthy to be a generous person. It's with your time, your love, your energy, your kindness. And you have to be willing to receive those energies back. You can't just be somebody that gives and never gets it back. If you've been kind and compassionate with someone in the past, wouldn't they return that energy to you? Maybe when you're going through a rough emotional time? They wouldn't have the patience to deal with you while you're struggling. Maybe they give you silence. I don't know. So, right, we want to have reciprocal energies. We want to be able to communicate and talk and collaborate with each other. And if someone's withholding their energy from you, withholding their willingness to communicate with them, that is a sign in itself. And just let it be, right? If it's meant to be, the communication will come. And that is a 20. So that's a 2. The Horse King, assistance and control. And this is an energy of someone who could be asking for assistance, asking for help, needing help, but wanting to control the way they get the help. And if you, I better look at this too. Feels tricky. I would have to get the energies I didn't know, huh? That's the way it works, because that's the message we need to hear today. The Horse King. The Horse King ally comes to you to lend you the power to go the distance, forging ahead, whatever the weather. You will most certainly reach your perfect destination with this noble ally. He lets you know that some person or circumstances brought through synchronicity will certainly appear to help you with your endeavors. You aren't meant to go on this part of the journey alone. This is also an important time to delegate authority to others so that they may assist you. Currently, you're a magnet to powerful people who are in the position to help make your dreams come true. The Horse King asks that you remain open to those who are sent to you to aid you. You can be assured that you will be lifted up and will ride high in victory. Well, that's a beautiful energy here that you will be getting. We've had this leg up energy the last few days. I don't think it came out today, but the serendipity, the change energy. There may be somebody that, you're not meant to be on this part of your path alone. You are meant to be working with somebody in a spiritual union. And this person will come in and support you and work with you on it. And you just can't be controlling. You have to let spirit bring this person in for you and graciously accept their assistance. And that is a 6. And we have the Triumph card there, and I'm drawn to that word triumph. You are destined for triumphant success. And there's an ally that's helping you with that. The Hawk Prince, spirit communication and paying attention. We've had 2 cards now about spiritual communication, and this is about, spirit will communicate with all of us, but you have to listen for it, and you have to pay attention when they give you messages too. It's not just a one and done kind of thing. It's regular communication, and sometimes it's confusing how it comes in. Excuse me, I'm trying to be more mindful about drinking water. Earlier this week, I had a real problem with dehydration. I just wasn't even taking time to drink, and that's silly and ridiculous, but that's the truth. Sometimes we just get so busy in what we're doing, we don't think about our practical or reasonable needs in life. The River Queen, flow, letting go, and natural movement. And this is about letting go, right? Releasing all the energies you need to release. Like I've been working on this third-party fear I have for the last couple of days, and it's it's been a little emotional for me. And so that's this flow, this letting go, and being in natural movements, right? Just naturally flowing in the energies and working through things, right? That's all we can ever do. And this is a 9. 9! All right. And this is a long one today, folks. I apologize. But we're going to do it. It's a big one. New moon one. We have 3 aces today. We have an ace of wands. We have an ace of pentacles. And we have an ace and a new beginning. I don't know what, it looks like a pentacle too, right? So 3 aces here, 3 opportunities coming in, one of them being a new beginning, a new start at something. We have 2 energy with rock and endurance. You're growing something and it's blossoming, and you've done it through a hard terrain, and you've stayed brave and courageous, and you're committed to the growth of this, whatever it is for you. We have 2 of restraint. Somebody is holding their energy back right now. They're not giving to a situation. They're waiting for some clarity or whatever it is in their life, and we'll let them deal with their thing. And this could be an unknowable situation for you. Maybe you don't know how it's going to work out. Maybe you're on a path like I am and you don't know how it's going to work out, right? And we have to get okay with the unknowable. We have the 3 energy, and 3 is divine feminine energy, and it's also becoming a master in an area, becoming a teacher, a builder, something like that. 3 energy is really educating yourself in one particular area. You're becoming a master. And this is someone here, an energy of the collective that is trying to release the past, right? Doing this willful release in their life, trying to get into the all sunshine, knowing they still have some shadow issues to deal with. This is oceans in bravery, someone being brave here and courageous, walking on the world here where it's submerged in water. Clean it up, right? Clean up your spaces, your house, your car, your heart, your mind, your soul. Make space for new things in your life. Someone's been going through a death and a rebirth here, a refresh, a reawakening of some kind. This is about setting your attentions and asking Spirit to hit the mark, whatever it is. Somebody's going through a huge transition, a death and a rebirth here. And the altar priestess, an ally that's going to help you with rituals when you do your prayers. And the lady of the gift, being a generous person with your time and energy. Being a receiving person and withholding. Somebody could be withholding energy from you, or you could be withholding energy from somebody else. We have atoms and building, and this is a 4. So you are building something, you're growing something. You've got a community here, you've got a path, you have a supportive character coming in, right? You're not meant to do the work alone. We have spontaneity. Maybe you're being a little spontaneous. I went and did something spontaneous yesterday, and I'm not a very spontaneous person, and I was spontaneous. Got a hive coming out here. Sorry. Itching. And I did something, and I'm almost a little regretful about it. I've been intentionally trying to be more spontaneous, like going with the flow and just doing things at the spur of the moment, not worrying about having a master plan for everything like I have to. And I'll be thinking about how it made out for me. I might be willing to talk about this at a later time, but I'm not so sure it worked in my favor. And then we have the willing release, right? To willingly let go of whatever it is for you. We're just letting it all go. We're releasing everything, and we're starting with a clean state. Just leave it. The Swan Queen is a transformation, your intuition, and being patient on a path. The Prison Waif, and this is about self-sabotaging energies, not knowing your value and worth, and wanting for things, causing lack mentalities. And the Web Weaver, synchronicities, divine intelligence, and understanding cause and effect, being a good person in the world, being a kind, loving, giving person. And this is a 4. In our 5 energy, and 5 is about change, we have the equator, and this is about balancing our light and our dark energies, and we all have them, and sometimes the shadow comes out, doesn't it? No place like home, and I'm drawn to the light here. Somebody may be leaving a light on for you. You may be leaving a light on for somebody else. Somebody may feel really at home with you. You may feel at home with someone. Someone might be missing you. You may be missing someone. We have the energy of soulmates here. And I'm drawn to the key here. That love is the key to this situation, to this love. Here and now, staying in the present moment. What do we have to do today? The past is a ghost land. The future doesn't exist. The power is in the here and now. Realizing that every living creature is divine, that it is energetically connected to you, and to have respect for everything on earth. Stepping into our power, taking action on behalf of ourselves, on our course, our path, and our situation. The Dream Weaver, somebody here is a very kind, caring person, and they've got a fish in their cup, but they're still yet this compassionate person. They have, an ancestor in the cardinal, spirit energies in the cats and the lambs, right? And a child they're embracing, showing all that compassion to somebody, even though maybe you haven't been so lucky in love, you still remain a loving, compassionate person. Wisdom Keeper, this is somebody who's been on a journey. They've done a lot of healing, and they're sharing their wisdom with the world. And that's what I try to do with this channel, particularly with this reading, is talk about my experiences and where I'm at, hoping that I can help somebody else on their journey. And this is a 5. And the Cosmos, knowing that your creativity is boundless. The universe is vast. There's vast opportunities, and don't limit yourself or put yourself in a box. Go as far as you can. 6 energy with Earth again, and somebody feeling confident and at home, and connected to Mother Nature, Gaia energies, spirit animals, just comfortable in who they are, confident in their abilities. Spirit is bringing in some communication, so make sure you're listening for it. You will be triumphant on your path in your situation. You are at a turning point in something. You're ready to come out into the grass, this lush valley of opportunity. It is what it is. The situation is what it is right now. This is where you're at. Enjoy where you're at. Make the best of it, right? It is what it is. And the Horse King. And this is about spirit bringing you in some assistance, somebody to work with you, somebody to guide you. They know that you're not supposed to be on your path alone. You're not supposed to be doing what you're doing alone. And they're going to help you get this ally. And that is a 6. This is a 7, a deep knowing. You may have a deep knowing about something in your life. You may know why a person is in your life for a reason. We have choices here. Someone is thinking about their choices and what they want to do. Somebody is in an emotional crisis right now. And we have take a deep breath. Spirit saying, do some deep breathing, relax, meditate. And the Shadow Queen, spiritual knowledge, insecurity, and manipulation. So allies are helping you with those energies in your life. We have 8 energy with community, being an important member of community in your neighborhood, with your family, where you work, where you worship, where you volunteer, following on social media. There's an energy of blame here. Someone may be blaming you. Maybe you're blaming someone else. Maybe there's no blame at all. Maybe it's just a situation, a misunderstanding, a miscommunication. Maybe it's a healing issue. Maybe 2 people have to do their own healing. Who knows what it is, but blame and shame and hurt and pain are energies we need to release. They are not healthy. They are not good for us, and we need to release them. Let them go. Let it all go. There is a separation here of some kind. This is like the 8 of Cups, a love situation that is separated. And maybe someone's feeling responsible for it, blaming themselves for it in some way. But if this connection is meant to be, it will come back together, because what's fated for you will not escape you. And then a tall tale, right? Are you not telling the truth? Are you withholding information? Are you fabricating lies? Right? There's that kind of an energy here. And maybe withholding your feelings or thoughts is just as dangerous as telling a lie about them. So be mindful of those energies, and there's an ally helping you with these energies as well. We have 9 energy with the Rose's Kiss, and this is about bringing all of your senses into experiences you have. So you have full-bodied experiences that can really help increase the serotonin in your body and bring you happy endorphins and things like that. We have Beyond the Ordinary. See beyond the ordinary, the mundane, the everyday in your life. See the bigger picture. Be a visionary. See how far you can go, where you can take this path, this love, this situation, whatever it is for you. We have this solitude energy. Somebody is in solitude right now. They're thinking, they're meditating, they're healing, they're doing whatever they have to do. When they're ready to talk, when they're ready to communicate, they will. You're stepping into your power on your path, in your purpose. And we have treasure chest here, treasure island. The turtle is the island, and he's bringing in this opportunity, this treasure, this blessing, whatever it is for you, it's coming in. Serendipity, pay attention to magical little things that happen in your life, little situations that come together seamlessly. And really get a handle on your fears. I talked about my fear of third-party situations in my life, and trying not to manifest that in a new relationship. And somebody else may be dealing with a different kind of fear. Maybe it's fear of commitment. Maybe it's fear of being hurt again. Maybe somebody was hurt in a past situation, I was hurt in a past situation. And does the thought ever cross my mind, that I could be hurt again? But I think love is worth the risk. And when I feel a strong connection with someone, especially a spiritual connection, and when spirit brought you someone into your life, they're there for a reason and a purpose. And they'll keep them there if that reason and that purpose is still there. So Fear can be anything. It can be fear of making a phone call. It can be fear of having a conversation. It can be fear of applying for a job. It could be fear of even letting go of the past. Some people think that it will cause more pain if they release energy, and it's just the opposite, you know. Let the fear come up with you, face it, deal with it, process it, like I'm doing with my third party stuff. Let it come up, let me face it. What do I think might have triggered it? Blah, 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 blah. Deal with it, right? And that's what I'm doing, and that's what I encourage anybody else here to do with fear in their life. And we have the River Queen, flow, letting go, and natural movement. And we have 10 energy with change, liberation, change coming in, freeing yourself from anything holding you back or down, building blocks, the work you're doing, the path you're on, you're growing, people are starting to see it, you're feeling it, and you have this never-ending story in your life that you're trying to release, right? You're trying to get into the all-new. You've been trying so hard to get into the all-new. I can see the efforts here in the readings. I can see how someone's been escalating on their journey here, this healing journey. There's been a lot of growth, and you're getting there, and people can see the change in you. You may be getting comments like, "Oh, you look great. I can see your light." You know, you may be getting comments like that because you've been doing this healing, and you're growing, and you're stepping into your true authentic nature. Okay, we have our spiritual energies here. We have 2 11s, 3 11s, 2 47s, and a 22. So we have the thinking energy here, and I'm sure I'm not alone in this heavy thinking energy. We're in Gemini season. We just had the Gemini new moon, so we might be all doing a deep dive and checking in on how we feel and how we're thinking. We have the Hawk Prince. Spirit's going to be communicating with you, and they want you paying attention, okay? We have the sacred reverence, right? And that's knowing that a spiritual connection was brought into your life, and it is a sacred connection in your mind and your energy, and call in spirit to help you with it if you're having a problem with it. And a tender embrace, and this is about having compassion for the worries of the world, for people in general, treating every person on the planet like they're all wealthy and educated, right? Not passing judgment on people. You are going the distance on something in your life, a career path, a relationship, whatever it is, and you're doing things by the book, by spiritual order, by universal law, by rules and regs, community rules. You're just doing things by the book. All right, I'm going to take Sacred Destiny here and see what wants to come out for us. Spirit. Okay. Bottom of our deck is miracles. And there, that took me by surprise. Miracles, right? And I talked about this yesterday when it came out, that miracles is a very personal kind of energy for us all. What I conceive as a miracle, you may not. And it can change from day to day, right, depending on what we need. But there's a miraculous energy around the collective right now. So something magical could happen with the other energy that's out here. Let it come in. Stay open to the possibilities in your life. We have the energy of change here. Something is changing in your life. Change is coming. We have an opportunity is coming. Abundance is flowing into your life. Trust the divine has a plan for you. Trust in your abilities. Have trust in your love, in your connection. Spend a little time relaxing. This new moon energy could be really tough. I know I felt it over the weekend, and it's just been building, and I've seen it affect other people in my life, and I imagine it could be affecting a lot of the population. So be patient, relax, just let things play out in your life, okay? You are headed for success on a path in a situation. You are thriving right now in a situation, this path, your work you're doing. You are spiritually protected. You don't need to worry. Love, the energy of love is within you, around you. Something in your life is at a standstill right now. Just let it take the time it needs. It'll get moving. Taking risks. You're taking risks in your life. You know, you have to take risks to get ahead. And maybe you're doing some plans to work on something that you're going to start or do. Simplify your life. What can you do to make it easier? Get still so you can get these messages. Spirit's trying to communicate with you. Get still and meditate. What do you need to know? You know, it's time to take action. What action do you need to take in your life? What do you need to do? There's great potential in your life. Great potential. You have 3 aces out here. There's great potential for the collective here. Wish fulfillment is coming in for you. Stay patient and continue to flow with the energies. All right. A rather deep, heavy reading today on a new moon day. So do take care, everyone. Support and help each other. Be the light in the world that this world needs. Be caring and compassionate of every living being on the face of the earth. Be generous with your time and your energy when you can. Stay committed on this path. Do any healing and any releasing of energies you need to. And trust that what's meant for you will never pass you by. Okay? Thank you everyone for being here and supporting the channel, and I will see you in the next reading. Love and light to everyone. Have a blessed Wednesday. Bye-bye.